step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean a banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship Weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the divisional round finale. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Go Silver, ready?
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
On first down, Hurts has a man. It's Brown. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brought down by Fred Warner.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Great, set.
From just shy of midfield on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On first down, this is Charbonnet. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, it's Charbonnet. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
First down throwing for Hurts. Finds a man right side. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and goal. Here's Charbonnet. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Here's second and goal from the 6.
No touch, set. No touch.
Again, the give to Charbonnet. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 2 on the carry there, and it's third and goal from the 4.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
Hurts now on third and goal. That's going to be cut by Shipley. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be second and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
On second down, it's Hubbard. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Nothing for them on second down, and now it's third and 1.
Hey, I know third and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Completed to Sutton. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's second and 7. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing from the gun here. He has the first over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. He'll throw it yet again. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing it again here. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Ole Miss rookie. And the Eagles are going to take over after the interception.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
On second down, a run with Charbonnet. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Brought down by Fred Warner. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. That'll do it for 1/4 of this NFC divisional round matchup. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to the link right after. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
This is complete to Charbonnet. And they make the tackle at the 38. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Hurts throwing again. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And they take him down right along the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 3rd down, they're going with Charbonnet. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Great, set. Delta.
Another carry for Charbonnet. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the pistol, Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd and 15.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Hurts now from the gun. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hubbard hauls it in. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll throw on 1st. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Here we go.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
From the 21. Pass complete to Hubbard. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. This one's taken in by Hill. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try and punch it in. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. They don't pick up anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Hubbard. And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Great. Set. Hey! Delta.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Chased out to his right. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Great. Set. Delta.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Delta. Set. Yeti. Delta.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles looking for a score before halftime. Jordan Stout's headed out to punt it away on fourth. He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be Panthers football. Ball at the 33 for first down.
65, 70. Track him, 60. Go.
Here's Hubbard on the give. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 41. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third down run by Hubbard. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Throwing from the gun. Connects with Hubbard. And they had that one contained right at the line. Cooper DeJean with the stop. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Looking for a throw here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Carolina in punt formation. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And this punt lands in the end zone for a touchback. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. First down throwing for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing here, Hurts. And the Panthers are there to bring him down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Forced out to his right. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there, and just 11 seconds remaining.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Hurts to throw. Trying for a touchdown here. Big gain downfield. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles push their lead to 3. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our 2nd half gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. This ball's caught by Spears. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, the secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And it sets up 2nd down. Back to throw now. He's going to push one. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Eagles get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
At the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
No touch, set. No touch.
Straight ahead with Charbonnet. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
No touch.
From the 31. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. He's dropping back to throw. He fires one deep. He's got it deep downfield. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Looking. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play, and boy, did the defense do it there.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. This one intended for the running back. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Back to throw, needing a first. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Forget that it was 4th down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first. From the red zone now. Got his target. It's Hill. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and goal, Hubbard has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Great. Set. Delta.
A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. He'll get this to Henry. And he is finally out of bounds right on the opponent's 30. They get 40 on the big hitter. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Great. Set. Delta.
Now a give to Charbonnet, coming right. Still has room inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal.
Great. Set. Delta.
Back to throw. Hurts. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 3-possession game. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles push their lead to 18. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it. And they pick him off again. And the Eagles are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their fourth interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. One interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Delta, set. Delta.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Setting up a throw. Pass complete to Hubbard. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. To throw it on 1st down. On the move, headed right. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And now it's 2nd down. Here's a throw. Left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Elliott on now to attempt the point out. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First. Back to the air following the pick 6. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
2nd and 10 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton. So that brings up fourth and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here's the snap on fourth. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. On first down, this is Charbonnet. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
To the line we go. They're set, first and 10. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Eagles with the lead, hoping to close out a playoff win. All right, set now, first and 10.
No touch. No touch.
On the counter, it's Charbonnet. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
A run here with Will Shipley. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Running it after the penalty. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's third and 7 now. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles continue piling it on here in the fourth. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And they pick him off again! And the Eagles get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
Brings up second and 10. There is 42-yard line.
Again, it's Shipley. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Tight end in motion left.
No touch.
Another one for Shipley. He cuts it right. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
No touch that.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
No touch.
On the give, here's Shipley. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And this time, they won't surrender anything. They wrap him up at the line. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
Now 3rd and 4.
Hey. No touch.
Handoff now to Shipley. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
No touch.
Charbonnet now up the middle. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Offenses love execution and plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
No touch.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles rolling here in a laugher. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Great. Set.
They'll run it with Cook. And he's brought down for a loss.
How many times, Kate, how many times do we sit in these meetings and the coaches will tell us the same thing? We win this game. We win these situations Monday to Saturday. That was awesome. That was short yardage recognition of that run, and they demolished it.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Hubbard hauls it in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Completed here to Spears. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Trying to push it deep downfield. It is caught at the 20. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
And the Panthers first down.
So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.